So what if you're hired to work almost everywhere? Think of truck driving, think of construction or traveling nurses, think of flight attendants. What happens if you weren't hired in Colorado, but you were injured in Colorado? Are you covered under Colorado law or another state's law? We're going to talk about Morrell with the Colorado law firm Kaplan Morrell. We've been helping injured and disabled workers and their families get the benefits they deserve since 1997. And if this video helped you, please sure to hit like and subscribe and comment below. We'd love to have you be part of our online community. And with that, let's get into it. We've been discussing about weird kind of things about are you covered under workers' compensation. And one of the things we've been talking about is what happens if you were hired in Colorado and injured out of the state. Now we're going to do the reverse, which is what if you were hired out of the state but injured in Colorado? What are your rights to workers' compensation benefits simply because you were injured here? Now, this matters because workers' compensation is a state law program, and every state law is a little different. And Colorado may be better or worse than other states. So it's important that if you file a claim for compensation, you file it in the state that has the better benefits where you may be covered. So again, think about truck drivers, professional sports players, flight attendants. Oftentimes they're hired somewhere else, but they may get injured in Colorado. So to be covered under Colorado law, you have to show that a substantial portion of the work you're doing is done in Colorado. And you also kind of have to show that the injury occurred in Colorado or that there was a contract of hire in Colorado. What does it mean to have a substantial portion of your work be in Colorado? And courts look at a number of things, like how routine was it? How regular was it that you were in Colorado? Was it something like, oh my God, you almost never go to Colorado. It was just a little short thing. You're rarely in Colorado. But what happens if you're there every week? What happens if you're there at least once a year, but you're only here for a week? Does that meet the test of being substantial, usual, and regular? So in one case, there was a truck driver who was injured in Colorado, but he lived in British Columbia, and he was hired in British Columbia, and the company was a British Columbia company. And what the judge did in that case is he looked through the trip logs, and Colorado encompassed like 21 days. And it was February, March, April, June, July, September, October, and December. And it was no more than 6.2% of the claimant's work days in 2013. And in that case, the judge said, no, it's not substantial enough. You're not going to get Colorado work comp benefits. The other things judges will look at is it you're working in one state and occasionally in Colorado, or you're working in a lot of different places. And if your employment isn't localized to one particular state, again, chances are you're not going to be held to be covered under Colorado. And Colorado's basically going to say, sorry, we don't have jurisdiction. We're not going to give you benefits. So it's really important, if you've been injured on the job and you've been injured in Colorado, regardless of whether you were hired in Colorado, you should talk with a Colorado law firm that does workers' compensation to see if you're better off making a claim under Colorado law versus in another state. And so if you or someone you know has been injured on the job, call us, text us, go to our website. Our initial consultations are free and confidential, and they'll give you the peace of mind when you know your rights. And with that, thank you for spending part of your day talking with me. Bye.